my god.
Huh? Who was that? Was that me?
No, that was me.
You should start having that ringtone for messages. Because everyone with a Samsung phone thinks it's him.
Sorry, that was mine.
Yeah.
I got a message from my boyfriend.
Ooh. Yeah.
He can't either, he's working.
Well, so just write and sorry, I'm occupied.
Well, he's busy, he's working, so he just messaged me to let me know that he's working.
You should say, I'm not home, I'm in VR.
Yeah, he'll be here later. He's gotta work
I
with his
am not
boyfriend.
home.
He'll be here
I
around
am
11:30.
together with X.
My posse.
We are joining the big news and gangbang with Mark.
Nice.
I'm together with like 10 other people.
Tell you what, this last hour he's been filthy. He really has. He's a
Mark?
bad influence.
Yeah, Mark has been
It's
filthy,
okay.
I'm just saying.
I would have enjoyed it.
Mark is, Mark
I
is
always enjoy
filthy.
Kaylee's mouth, man. Kelly's got some filthy talk, and I love it. Makes me laugh every time.
Ah. Ooh. That's not the only thing I can do with my mouth. Hmm? Hmm?
See what I mean? I love it.
What? I can eat with it.
Kelly, you know exactly what you meant. You know, this is something I
Shame on you. You can't dance too. Hmm.
Somebody's not even said that.
Yeah.
What's going on with Serenity? Is it crashing all the time?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Be not that long with it though, it'll be all back to it. That'll be what it is. And she's not giving it enough time to cool down.
Oh, there she is.
By the way, if you wanted this sit down there,
I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay.
yeah,
Uploading
it will stop it overheating.
Your world sucks.
Or stop crashing?
Yeah, it's all the eating thing.
You're also muted as well, so you
Oh, did you say so?
No, I said your, your world.
It's as if you walked in
I will
and
give it
you're
to
not
you.
talking to any
Your
other man.
world like the earth. Like it was just, it was weird. I can't hear all the other music.
Oh, Norman gets sick.
Stupid thing.
Space
I had unplugged myself.
You gotta go ahead and
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Altspace News and Events. So we're waiting on Mark to join us on stage. Mark's busy, our producer in the back, doing a lot of different things to get this production going. So we're just waiting for him because he's going to be presenting with me as my co-host. So thank you guys for coming today. We hope you're having a good day here in Altspace and a great week is to be had by all. So while we're waiting, go ahead and feel free to unmute yourselves and to, mix and mingle with everybody. And we'll wait for Mark to get here, and we'll start the presentation in just a few.
Connected now?
Hi, Jay.
No, because it's not charged up, so I'll have to charge it.
Hello, Gabby. I think I heard your voice out there.
Yeah, you can use it.
Did.
Should be good.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I think you got a new name.
You're a loser.
That
It's
should be
Eli.
I
I've changed it.
Eli. Oh, okay.
Everybody here.
Yes,
I'm
I've
going out
changed my
tonight.
name, and I put it on Discord, but I don't know if people saw
Yeah,
it.
you drinks on?
Oh, not yet.
Yep.
Hey, Ancient. Hey, Callie. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Mr. Prime. Hey, Serenity. Bart. Lazy. James. Let's see. Who else we got? Arnold. We have Andrew. We have Rob. We have Michelle. Norman. Jolly Jilly. Toke. And anybody else I might be missing. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Blue-eyed one. Come on in. Have a seat. We're going to get started here in just a few.
A coworker.
Hey, Jay, I hope we're having our game night again soon. I miss having it with you.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. I socialize with them every so often.
Yeah, we need to do that for the European group. So, because they're always on
Lisa has leaked.
early for us.
No, I have.
And then when we do the games, it's late for them. So we need to figure out.
Yeah, I'd rather have it early for us
It's oil.
because I prefer the early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's right.
What did she say?
Say nothing.
No, okay.
Just keep me
Unicycle.
posted. And make sure you share
Yes,
with everybody about my
I
name
said it.
change
I
if they
actually
haven't
looked
heard,
at this
okay?
I actually looked.
All right. So anybody out there have a new world that they want to talk about? A new world that you've created, that, or an existing world that you want to share with the audience? Come on up here on stage and share some news with the folks while we're waiting for Mark to arrive.
I do actually. Well,
Okay, Gabby, come on up here.
Okay.
Lisa.
It's not actually a world that I actually built, but I'm helping.
What about your
It is called Dracula's Castle.
Dracula's Castle. Okay.
Hey,
It's for an
She needs to
upcoming
have a
event that we're
megaphone
gonna
on.
do
We can't hear her.
Yeah.
called the Vampire's Ball, where everybody's gonna come as a vampire and we're all gonna dance the night away.
So she's working on a world where they're going to be doing a vampire's ball, and they're going to be dancing the night away. So the world is called again what, Gabby? Because they can't hear you because you're not on megaphone.
It's called Dracula's Castle.
Dracula's Castle. All right. So if you see people all white, right? So all white with red hair or black with red eyes. Yeah. There you go. Then you can join the people of the night, as they're called.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Gabby. Anybody else with a world that they want to share with the rest of the world here? Lisa, come on up, Lisa. I think we've got yours covered in our announcements, but please share and please project because. Speak.
Can you hear me? I have created a world which is a homage to the 1979 film Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Sigourney Weaver. So if you like that film, have a look in the featured worlds. It's called Nostromo. It's
Nostromo.
It was fun.
Nostromo. Okay, from the film Alien with Sigourney Weaver. All right.
It is a great experience.
And people out there saying it's been a great experience. They've been to visit. So very cool, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think yours is in the highlights when we get to our script part because it's definitely in there. So, all right. Well, I'm going to head and get started because we're waiting on Mark, but I'm going to head and just fill you in on some things that are going on. So our co-host, Dear Rel, is away at a genealogy conference right now. We miss her, and we're sending her our love, and we look forward to her return next week. So on last week's episode, we discussed how the Community Helper program evolved over the past 6 months, and we announced changes that was being made to that program, formerly called the Community Leader program. Now, to apply to the Community Helper Program, you can fill in a form by going to altvr.com, community-helper-program, or to make it easier, you can scroll down to the bottom and click the blog on AltSpaceVR's website, which is altvr.com. Now, the criteria to be accepted has also been updated. You only have to have 2 months in AltSpace and meet 3 of the 4 following qualifications. So these are the qualifications. I'm going to go through them pretty slowly. Mark is here. Hey, Mark, you made it. Are you on megaphone there?
Yes, I'm home.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah. I hear you breathing and panting. That was a lot of work, right? All right, so we were talking about the qualifications for a community helper. So you must meet 3 of the 4 qualifications. They are, you've hosted at least 3 featured events. You've moderated at least 3 events. You've built a world that delights users, like our wonderful Lisa and Gabby here. You've been recommended by a community support team member, which is an admin in the campfire. And community helpers now have the ability to turn their green tags on and off, just to let you know. So this is a volunteer commitment. You choose when you want to assist. And again, you only need to meet 3 of the 4 qualifications. Those are, again, you've hosted at least 3 featured events, you've moderated at least 3 events, you've built a world that delights users, and you've been recommended by a community support team member, which is an admin. Okay? All right, so moving on. Like I said, you have the community helpers now have the ability to turn their green tags on and off, temporarily or permanently, by going to Settings, General, and toggling the badge. Now, Keegan, who is our program owner of AltSpace, is also available once a week on Wednesdays in the Mingle and Chill event to take feedback and respond to questions that you may have about the green name tags, the roles of the community helpers, and any other aspects of AltSpace VR. All right? The bi-weekly AltSpace VR volunteer meetup, hosted by Kaylin, is another opportunity to connect with other helpers and active community members and get more involved in AltSpace. You're also invited to join the various AltSpace VR Discord groups to learn even more and talk to other volunteer and community members. And this week, we also saw an update to the AltSpace client for the World Editor panel, and we're going to discuss that in our World News section with Mark. Are you ready, Mark?
I think so.
Okay. I know you've been doing a lot there.
Yeah. So let's look at some wellbeing SDK news. Yes, as mentioned, the AltSpace client received a update this week, and this was to the World Editor. So as you can see in the above image, 2 biggest changes can be seen as highlighted. So in the blue, added the ability to filter your list of objects based on their types, and clicking on an icon will filter to just that type, and clicking again will unfilter. The filters from left to right are as follows. So you have artifacts or kit objects, displays and labels, MI SDK apps, which is the new SDK, teleporters, spawn points, and images. And then in red, there are now different categories for the content you can use to build your own worlds. So AltSpace is content produced and released by the AltSpace team. This includes basics, skyboxes, kits, and backups, formerly snapshots. Mine is content you've created or uploaded yourself. This includes your photos, skyboxes, and kits. This currently also includes any kits you had shared with you. Featured is content uploaded by other users of AltSpace that have been requested and approved for featuring. Other minor changes added include space component list now filters content alphabetically. Scroll lists have been removed and replaced with page views, kits, photos, etc. Spawn porter prompt should be working properly again, and first time per boot load times for worlds should now be quite a bit faster. World building events are every Tuesday. If you'd like to learn how to build using the World Editor or tips, then check out these events. The SDK meetups are every Wednesday. If you are familiar with JavaScript web programming and 3D modeling, or would like to learn more about the new SDK and Unity world building techniques in AltSpace VR, check out these events and the developer.altvr.com webpage for helpful information. So if you do that, consider joining the AltSpace Early Access Program and the World Builders Discord channel for early access to effects and world building kits. Have the ability to submit object kits and recommendations, and keep up with the news and updates about what is going on with world building, be it with the native world builder, Unity, or upcoming SDK projects. The Discord channels is featured in the hallway to this event. And we just wanted to remind those in the early access program here in the AltSpace VR that we have these and other new demo kits as demo worlds, and you will find most of their kit elements in the world editor. And you can now find these kit demos even easier than ever by going to Worlds and looking for the Hub Featured Kits, or Featured Kits Hub. You can learn more about world building and other AltSpace information and help at help.altvr.com. If you have a 3D model or app you would like to share, or want to know where to get started on making your own app or environment using the Unity uploader, you can visit developer.altvr.com. So, what about New Worlds, Joe?
All right, excellent. Thank you, Mark. Well, here are just a few highlights and a short tour from the New Worlds in AltSpace. Weather forecast, tacos by Mr. Prime, who is in our audience here, complete with raining tacos and music. It's Raining Tacos by Perry Gribb. Okay, Scuba Dive by Daisy Shaw, where you can experience scuba diving under the Caribbean Island Retreat. David58, if you're out there, usually you're helping us moderate, has a new space called Paradise Falls. It's described as a true and tranquil place, so check that one out. Aurora by Mr. Prime, also out in the audience here, a place where you can go and see the Northern Lights. We have a featured kit hub by Jimmy, who works for AltSpace VR. He does quite a bit for us. We really are grateful for everything that Jimmy does. And he works on getting the worlds featured and adding new kits all the time. So as mentioned, you can go see what those kits are. Mark gave some information about that. We have Star Trek Hub by Henry. I don't see Henry out there, but good job on that world, Henry. This is a space where you can explore the universe based on the iconic and beloved franchise. And as Lisa told us, she has Nostromo from the movie Alien. You arrive on the Nostromo, but the ship is on high alert. What lurks behind the corner? Find out when you visit her world. And if you're an anime fan and you love the Attack on Titan, then visit Attack on AltSpace, created by our wonderful producer here, Mark. And this includes Titans and soundtrack. At the moment, the megaphone must be enabled to talk, but this space will be updated. It's a work in progress, so stay tuned for all those changes. Eli is sending me a message, and we can mention his meditation space. Or hers, I'm sorry. That's Gabby's new name. So check out her meditation space. Remember, everyone can build their own worlds here. You just want to check help.altvr.com for more information. Again, that's help.altvr.com for more information. And Mark, what about events? What do we got going on?
Okay, so we've still got the video playing. So let's see what we've got. So we're at Paradise Falls. There we go. So yeah, so videos are quite a bit long. I need to do something about that. I'll give more info.
So we're seeing right now.
Yeah. So that's links there.
Excellent. This is Mr. Prime's world, right?
This is Mr. Prime's Aurora.
Great. I love how you've captured some of these to show the audience. This is great.
Yeah, trying something new. Pictures. Let's get get the audience actually see what the worlds look like.
Yeah.
And we do have a second space, so let's stick on air.
Excellent. All right. So this is the featured hub kit, right?
This is the featured hub kit.
All right.
So as the first one you saw was Valentine's, and then the nature kit. This is the city, town buildings kit. So you've got like a chapel, a piano, and some beds, a car in there for some reason. I don't know what the car is. How did I get it in there?
Showcase.
Yeah. So then you've got animals.
Nice.
And for some reason pirates has been taken out. So there is, before that one, there was the pirates kit. And then you have the prototypes.
I know sometimes kits are a work in progress, so sometimes they have to take them out to fix any bugs. Yeah.
So then we have Star Trek Hub by Henry.
There's Henry's hub. All right.
Yeah, got the consoles all animated.
Cool.
You arrive in a teleporter there, and the bridge.
There's Henry. There's Chris.
Not actually there, but yeah, they're
Right,
part of
so
the
these
space. Yeah, part of the space.
Like mannequins?
Yeah. But they're animated as well, so you go through this corridor, and then you have teleporters to other worlds.
Nice.
So you've got Henry's lab and that. So here we go, here's one, the Stromo by Lisa, as mentioned.
Here's Lisa's world. Yeah.
Yeah, not going to show too much.
Oh yeah, don't want to ruin the surprise.
No.
Just a little glimpse. All right. Nice job.
Okay, and then I forgot to edit that bit out. So yeah, this is all it's all work in progress. Yeah, it's trying something new. So here's my world Attack on Alt Space, as Jay has said. If you're a fan of Attack on Titan, there you go.
Attack on Titan.
Yes, very popular anime. One of my favourites.
Great. All right.
Okay. There we go. So,
well, thanks for that.
Hopefully, it'll be improved by next episode.
Where Mark brings the worlds to you.
Yes. To hopefully much shorter than that. So it's got to be around. So we're always trying to help you find great events going on. So to begin with, we have March 8th, which is International Women's Day. And then after that, we have, please note that the following times are in GMT. So please set your calendar for the correct times in your time zone. So UNG is hosting a Women's Day brag-off event where you're invited to brag about your accomplishments or successes of women in your life. Also on this day, Alex is hosting a Women's Day quiz. If you know about the history of women, then show off your skills in honour of International Women's Day. Both men and women can join and compete. And Altspace is also getting in on the action and has an International Women's Day event hosted by none other than Keegan, programmer of Altspace VR. And you can join in the discussions about diversity in the VR industry, how we can make this technology more diverse and welcoming. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and to celebrate there will be a pub crawl event. This will consist of moving from event to event, with each event being held in a pub-like environment. It is hoped that the event will take place on March 17th, which will also need world builders to help build spaces for the events, including modifying existing events and building new spaces. Moderators and hosts are also required to help ensure the event runs smoothly. If you are interested in helping in any way, contact our admin Kaylin at the campfire or on the Altspace VR volunteer Discord channel. Our next volunteers meetup event will be on March 10th, where you can learn how to contribute to upcoming events and opportunities. Here you can sign up to events and creating spaces in Altspace. And if you have any feedback, if you have any feedback, will also be taken. The next Worlds event will take place this Tuesday, March 5th, where Kaylin will show off tips and tricks for building worlds. And for March 12th, she will be hosting the first World Builders meetup. Here you can ask questions and give feedback if you have started building a world for the first time. This is also a chance for world builders to give their expertise to one another and share their feedback. So, coming up tonight is Improv Night, rated via a late night talk show, celebrating International Women's Day early. Sunday brings us Virtual Reality Church, Centre Stage hosted by Natalia, Screen Queen with Alex, followed with Rewind with comedian Johnny Debut, the new Altspace VR Comedy House Sundays hosted by Kelly Dunham, and more Insanity Sunday night with a Thing in a Place podcast with Don and Stevie. So I'm going to, unfortunately I have to skip a bit of the rest of the events because we are running out of time, mostly because of me being late. So Jay, let's quickly go through the tip of the week.
You got it. All right. Well, I just want to remind people to make sure they check the star to express interest in those events. Altspace will send you an email reminder an hour before, so you want to check to see if the event has a subscription channel like our news and events does, and subscribe to receive updated information on all those events and activities that are coming. So now, the tip of the week. This week's Altspace tip of the week is all about your comfort in Altspace. There are 3 settings in the world's menu here, so you want to go to the main menu, and they include teleport transition. Here you can set it to the teleport. You instantly, you can blink or dash. You can check each one for your comfort. So let's do that together. So go to your menu, go to settings. You want to go to where it says comfort, and you can see there teleport transition. Do you see that? And you have those arrows that will take you to instant, dash, and blink. All right, so then moving on, we have turning. You can set this for smooth turning or snap turning from, let's get into the details here, 22.5 degrees to 180 degrees. You can also turn speed for from 1 to 10, it looks like. So this is pretty involved. So down below there, you see turn speed. You have, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to 1. So 1 being slow and 10 being fast. Hopefully this will help you find the best and comfortable settings to get around and prevent motion sickness while you're in VR. I'm in 2D, so hopefully I didn't mess up my settings when I get back in VR, so we'll see. So here's a short video of them in action that Mark has put together. There you go.
Yeah, so we're now testing the turning.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, this definitely needs a demo.
Yeah. So there you go, it's 30 degrees. So
yeah.
A bit more turn, snap turn. 45 degrees, it's more. 90 degrees. And then finally 180 degrees, which gives you half circle.
Wow, okay.
And of course, then you've got your turn speed, so I'll go put that to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. So you see it, yeah, it's slow, and the more you go up, the faster you go.
Okay.
And you'll see that in when I'll change it to 10, which should be in the next.
Oh yeah.
So
spin me round.
See how far you go.
And you want your own amusement park.
Yeah, so that is actually on 2D on my laptop, but
right.
I'm sure the experience will be the same in VR.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for coming. We're already at 4 o'clock Pacific time, so I know there's a lot of people out there in the European time zone, so it's pretty late for you. We thank you for attending. Mark, specifically, our producer here.
Thank you
And
for bearing me.
Oh yeah, no, you had a lot on your hands today, so we're short-staffed tonight. So, but
Yes.
thank you again to Mark, Laurel, who is at the Genealogy Conference. We look forward to seeing her back next week, and all the news and update volunteers and moderators to help make this event such a success. We do this for our Altspace community to help you stay informed and up to date on what's happening here in your community. So thank you guys. We're going to open it up for Q&A. If you have any questions, we'll be around to answer. Go ahead and hit that Ask a Question button. Raise your hand. I'm going to go ahead and clear the questions now, and then we can get you up here to ask your question. So if you have a question, go ahead and hit that Ask a Question button, and we will bring you up.